Hello Monster Jam fans and welcome back to another Monster Jam OCD video. Today we're going to take a look at the brand new 124 scale Spin Master Monster Jam trucks. Well, welcome back everyone. This is one of the final Spin Master videos for this case of trucks that I got from them. So case A of the singles, the doubles, and of course 124 scales, which will be reviewed today, are now almost over. And I do have one more special video which will be out on Sunday, which is an exclusive employee truck, which you guys will be seeing on my YouTube channel, of course. And I also post it on my Instagram if you guys want to see it early. But before I start this review, I want to actually give a shout out to one of my younger audience members, Colin Wheeler, his dad Brad Wheeler. I told him I would give him a shout out and I actually forgot to, so I felt really bad. So shout out to you, Colin. Thank you for watching my videos. You're super awesome, and I hope you like the Spin Master trucks when you finally see them soon. And with that, we'll start the reviews. So today is the 124 scale review. I do have 2 of the 4 trucks of case A. Unfortunately, the team did not have all 4 of the 124 scales for me to review, which is totally okay, but I do have the main 2, which they wanted the public to see first, which makes sense because it is Gravedigger, of course, and also the rival to Gravedigger, Max D. So we will be looking at both of those out of the box today, and we're going to start, of course, with the Gravedigger. So I kept him inside the bubbles. I did open him already and look at him, but I kept him inside the bubbles to look at the actual packaging. It is similar to the Mattel packaging, of course, a giant bubble, and this actually has the authentic logo, Monster Jam Authentic right there. Every single Spin Master product will have that for Monster Jam, and of course it says all new for 2019, another sticker right here. And here's the box, of course. Here's the card, so it says the true metal, which means just the die-cast metal. Working suspension, which it does have working suspension in there. I'll show you guys that. Real die-cast authentic detailing, which does have a lot of detail. Bigger engine, and then of course is the name of the truck here, Gravedigger Spin Master. It is rated for 3+, and here's the back. So every case, just like the 164 scale, will have the rest of the trucks in that case besides the one inside the box. So Gravedigger does not appear on the back, but it does appear on other cards. So we also have Max D in this set, Megalodon, and Pirate's Curse. I really wish I would have got the Pirate's Curse, but hopefully I'll find it in the future, maybe in stores or maybe from the marketing team, and I'll do a video on that with Megalodon hopefully, because those 2 are really awesome. But I do have the other 2 for you guys today. And it says 124 scale, contents 1 truck, all that stuff, and there's the bottom of the box. But anyway, the point is to see the truck, so we're going to open it up right now. And here it is, the 124 scale. And this thing's super, super cool. So let's take a close look at all the detail. The first thing you'll notice with the Spin Master trucks for the 124 scale line is they do feature the sponsor plate, which is a difference from Mattel's version of the newer 124 scales, which I do have a comparison here. It is the chrome one, I apologize, but you can see there's no sponsor plates to be found on the newer versions. The older 124 scales that Mattel used to make actually did have sponsor plates and had better tires and rims, but they did change those for, I guess, budget reasons to these newer style 124 scales, so they did not continue the sponsor plates. But Spin Master brought those back in the die-cast form for Monster Jam, and it also does have headers, which another version or another comparison here. So you can see there the comparison, straight pipes only on the Gravedigger from Mattel. And yes, the tires are pretty nice. They are very well built. They are the same size actually of Mattel's. People actually said they were smaller than Mattel's tires. It's not true. They're actually the same size. They are the same height as well and same width. So everything about the 124 scale line is actually the same in height, size, and length as Mattel. So for those people who said they look different or taller or anything, it's actually incorrect. So these are actually, if anything, Mattel's actually taller in height than the Spin Master. It's kind of hard to tell, but if you guys have a truck for yourself in the future, which you will hopefully soon, you will be able to see the height difference. It's actually less for Spin Master's version, and the tires are just a tiny bit bigger than Mattel's, actually I should say. More tread to them as well, and more accuracy to the BKT tires. So just like the real truck, of course, it has BKTs. You got one raised side on both sides, and then the 124 scales do offer BKT printing, which is previously only seen on employee exclusive trucks, or actually that's all we have for the Spin Master printing. The only truck to feature BKT printing in Mattel was the 164 scale and 124 scale BKT truck. So that's pretty cool that they kept the BKT printing exclusive to the 124 scales. And yes, it does have a painted beadlock with a rim color separate than the actual beadlock paint. So you have painted beadlocks with a gray rim, which is also another exclusive 124 scale thing. And again, like I said, the headers are chromed out on the 124 scales, and you can see the big engine in there, just like it features on the box. You can see it in there. So it's pretty cool. There's the headers, and there's the tombstones of the Gravedigger. Of course, you got the Spin Master logo instead of the Hot Wheels one, and just a very nice design. Of course, it's just Gravedigger, but it is very clear. Although it's not the clear graphics system, it is pretty clear to read. I could read all these tombstones off. And I noticed this, and someone pointed out to me, this is actually kind of an inaccuracy thing. I guess they did it to stretch out the moon glare off to the edge of the door, but the real Gravedigger does not have these two extra little circles, or semicircles. Actually, this is how it actually looks, with two circles. Again, I think they did it to stretch it out to the end of the door. So those people who are wondering, that's my answer for it, but I'll have to see what Spin Master says about that. But that's probably what it was for. I don't think it matters that much, but those are on both sides. And then the working suspension. So this working suspension thing's not super noticeable, but it is pretty cool. So you can see this little clip here actually bends back when you press on it. So here's what it looks like from the front. It's a very subtle. It's not super suspension like a lowrider would be, like bouncing up and down, but it is enough to take the force of a child pushing on it, so it won't bend the axles. For the children of the community who actually will be roughhousing with these trucks, probably outside or inside the house with them, so pushing on them a lot will eventually bend the axles, and this actually prevents that. So it's a very good mechanic for kids. You can see it there. So I really like that they actually added that back on these 124 scales. And the chassis is very nice. It's a very accurate design to the real truck, of course. And then you got the wheelie bar, and here's the roof of Gravedigger, of course, all this great stuff from the classic Gravedigger. And there's that, and there's no driver inside the 124 scales, if you guys are wondering. It actually is just a seat, so you can see inside there. Kind of hard to see, but you can see through the front window that there's just a seat in there. So the 164 scales do offer little drivers inside. I'm not sure why they didn't add the drivers inside these ones, but I guess maybe it's just to give a difference between the 164 scale, which, if I could focus this, do have drivers inside. You can kind of see him in there with his helmet. So there's the 164 scale Gravedigger compared to the 124 scale from Spin Master. So very nice on the Gravedigger. I give this one a really good high 10 out of 10. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's very nice. I highly recommend the 124 scales. And you can tell that I don't really collect many 124 scales from Mattel because I don't even have a regular black and green Gravedigger. So with Spin Master, I think I'll be collecting 124 scales much more often than I did with Mattel. I usually only collected the ones I liked. So this actually gives me a whole new option to collect the 124 scales. And of course, I probably will be receiving them from them anyway, but I really do want to start collecting these ones more because of the detail, and also because they're just much nicer overall. And here's the back of the card for Max D. You have Gravedigger pretty much. That's the only difference. Same other two trucks in there. So let's open it up. There we go. So here it is, the Max D for Spin Master Monster Jam. It does have the same feature as Mattel's version, which does mean it has plastic spikes. This is probably, and I'm going to say it's probably for safety reasons, so that kids are not hit by 124 scale size spikes and get cut by them. That would make the most sense to me. I don't think it's for budget reasons. I think they could have afforded it to be metal casting, but I sincerely think they're not going to have giant metal spikes on a 124 scale truck. That's the same thing with Mattel. So that's why, if you guys are wondering, that's why they probably did that. But here it is, the Max D, a very nice truck, overall very well built. There is of course, the scratches on the back there. I like that they kept that design. The scratches, of course, on the taillight area, and they do have the Monster Jam logo in the back tailgate part, which is supposed to be there, which is nice that they actually put it there. Raised taillights, they're there as well. And of course, the spike plate is very good. They have a lot of spikes on there, good size spikes compared to the 164 scale, which people did mention that they have little spikes. Again, it's for safety. They can't have really big spikes because children will get hurt by them. And there's the Max D, the top part, and then there's the front spikes as well. And the side does have a window in it, if you guys are wondering. Overall, a really solid piece. And yes, these 124 scales are very solid. Again, they can bend because of the working suspension, so it's very cool. This does feature orange beadlocks and then a gray rim with BKT printing, of course. Sponsor plate's still there. And the 3D face is really nice, very clear. Actually clearer than Mattel's version was. You can not even read the Max D part. So there's Mattel's version. Here's the comparison that you really want to see, though. The Mattel version does not feature this fire coming down the middle, which I actually noticed on the 1/64 scale. So they do have that in the middle. The thing where Spin Master loses details actually with the headlights, they do not have them printed on, but that's actually because the spike plate is plastic and it's a separate part of the body. So the spike plate was not printed on. I bet the body was probably printed on first, and then they put the spike plate and then put on the chassis. So that's probably why the headlights are missing. I noticed that at the kickoff show. I'm not sure if they'll be planning on adding those in later, but Mattel's did have these headlights, but they also sacrificed the fact that there's no spikes on the front. So I think it's actually better to have no headlights and have spikes, like the real truck, than have headlights and no spikes. This middle piece here is also there, so I think it's better this way. Not in a biased way, I just think it's better to have spikes. It's more detailed, it's more accurate, and this whole thing is just way better in accuracy, in size scaling, and of course the suspension. The only thing that I would say is wrong about this truck is that it's a rear engine. A lot of people mentioned that as well in my previous videos. They want a front engine. That's maybe coming in the future, who knows. I'll suggest it to the designers in our next meeting, whenever that is. But I'm sure they've seen the comments. They have been commenting on my videos and my Instagram posts, so hopefully we'll see a front engine Wheelman chassis Max D in the future. That would be pretty cool to see. So that's just my suggestion again, and the community's voice. So anyway, the working suspension works really well. Very happy with it overall. The 124 scale line looks like it's going to be a great thing to have. So these will retail around the same price as the original Mattel ones did, so about $10.19 or so, whatever they were. So not bad for all the detail you get in here. So again, very solid pieces. I'm very happy with how they turned out, and I cannot wait to get the Megalodon and Pirate's Curse. If Spin Master gets me those, I'll definitely do a review, or I'll just find them in the stores. But hopefully we'll have some more reviews soon from Spin Master. Until then, I will have one more video on Sunday, and after that, the Spin Master videos are unfortunately coming to an end until our next case, probably towards the middle of January, I'd say. But whenever that happens, I can't wait. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the 124 scales in the comments below. And until then, this is Ryan or Monster Jam OCD, signing out.